Hey guys, it's Artist Miner, and today we're gonna do a Assassin's Creed tier list video. So I decided to do this differently. So I'm using this app that is obviously gonna be essential into what I'm using. So for the tier list. So first off, we're gonna be putting a certain game on God tier. That's gonna go Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 2 was like the best game ever. I loved it to death. I played it a bunch of times. And I never played the remastered versions of the Ezio trilogy. I haven't played them at all. Um and obviously for D tier, um there's a game that I have not played yet, so technically I would probably put it as the I might have to change that, so I might change it right now. Where instead of D, it's gonna be kind of like slash haven't played yet, and I'm obviously gonna talk about a certain game here. Or I'll say actually I'll just put HPY for I haven't played yet. And certainly I probably will put in a certain game in here, and we know which game it is. It's fucking Revelation. Obviously there's an extra tier there, but it doesn't matter, as I've ignored it completely the whole time. So Assassin's Creed Liberation will go there. And obviously I think the next stop is Assassin's Creed Unity. I don't know where I want to put this game, because literally I have played it, I've not beaten it, and it's gonna go towards... I actually don't really hate Unity though. So they're kind of... Unity's gonna be C tier. It wasn't really as good as it was. The combat was iffy, but the story was good, and the rest of the stuff was good. However, Syndicate deserves to go in F tier because it's trash. It's not my favorite Assassin's Creed. It's the worst. I haven't played the worst Assassin's Creed yet. I also would say I'm gonna probably also do this. It's controversial, even though people like this game. I actually don't like it as much, and it's Syndicate, not Syndicate. Odyssey is gonna go to C because it's not my favorite. It just wasn't. It felt really iffy at times. Like they really went backwards, and they kind of just messed up what Origins was when it came to the leveling system, because the leveling system was so much easier in Origins, and I really liked it. But for Odyssey, it just there's things that I really liked in Odyssey that you can do, but I mean, you could choose to be female or male, but honestly, I mean, even Syndicate, you had the twins and stuff too, but that was just different. But for me, I'm gonna probably give Odyssey's kind of in the middle for me. It's like it's not really that good, but it's good, but it's not as good. So next up, I'll put Origins. Origins will go towards the A tier because there's reasons for it. One, Origins was really good after the downfall. After like Unity was crap, and Syndicate was crap too. But even though Unity wasn't really crap, Origins I really enjoyed it more than I normally would with any other Assassin's Creed. Like obviously Assassin's Creed 2 will still be number one for me, but Origins just nailed it for me. Like I liked Origins a lot. Playing a ton, because my first playthrough of it, when I beat the game, I really liked it, and honestly, it was a good setting. It was really one of my favorite games. Like there was side quests, there was so much things to do. It was just one of my preferred Assassin's Creeds. It was even like it showed like the creation of the Order and all this type of stuff. I was amazed. I really liked Bayek's character, even though he was kind of mad, but you know what? He wasn't really that bad. And honestly, to be honest, uh, next up, I'm gonna put Assassin's Creed 3. It's mostly a. There's so many good things about it, but you know why I put it in a B tier? Is because they killed off Desmond, and I remember, I don't know how I still feel. I still feel about it. You know, sometimes I'm like, why did they have to kill him off? Like, I understand it. It's not as good when you kill off a character like that. Um, and then they did the same. They try to bring in a new character from modern day in Assassin's Creed Origins, and then trying to recreate that Desmond thing again, which I think they're trying to do. But it's just, man, I don't know what I want to say about it, but Assassin's Creed 3 is not the best for me, but I really liked it in a sense. I'm obviously gonna put Assassin's Creed Black Flag in A tier. I mean, I would have made them S tier as well, but I just don't think I'm gonna. They're kind of close to Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 2 had everything, but Black Flag. I would have put Black Flag in B tier, but my mind is just saying no, it's A tier. I really liked Black Flag a lot of the time, but I'm leaning towards kind of putting in B tier now because there were actually, never mind. I'll put in A tier. I mean, it was a long game. It had more sequences, but I'm comparing it to Rogue because I played Rogue recently. So, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, it was really good, but it was very hard. It was hard at times to get resources and stuff, for your ship and stuff. But unlike Rogue, it was a lot. No, actually, it wasn't the resources that hard time with. It was the fact that in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, you had to get enough currency in order to buy all this stuff for your ship. However, Rogue was able to make things better for me, so that's why I really liked Rogue, was the fact that. But I can talk about Rogue a little later on and say there was a few disappointing things with Rogue, but I felt like, Black Flag had just one disappointment for me, literally. I really liked Edward as a character. I really liked the story and all of the things about it, but I really, really didn't like was the fact that, yeah, you had to like really get enough currency in order to build Jackdaw, but there was also a problem with that, was that you had like a friggin' your own place as well in the game, which I think was kind of useless, and there was no point to that. And then, so next up, I'll put Assassin's Creed 1. It goes into B tier because it was the one that started it all. I actually didn't mind playing this game. I think I beat it like three times, maybe three or two times or whatever, and I still had some fun with it. Assassin's Creed 1 wasn't like, there was nothing really much you can get for the trophies for Assassin's Creed 1, but I think what Ubisoft needs to do, since they remastered all these games, right? They gotta do is remaster the first game. Remaster the first game, please. Because, honestly, I've been wanting that. So that way you can get trophies for remastering, for playing Assassin's Creed 1 all over again. Because Assassin's Creed 1 didn't have trophies. But should. If there's ever a remastered version of the game, which I really want, please give us a remastered version of this game. I mean, we've already had the Ezio Collection remastered. 3's been remastered. Rogue's been remastered. Black Flag's been on PS4, obviously. And it's just, we need one more remastered. Give us Assassin's Creed 1, please. I mean, even Liberation got remastered as well. So, next up is Rogue. Rogue, I probably would put this in the B tier because it's actually not really, it's really good. Even though it's a clone of Black Flag, I still liked it. The downside was that it had a short story. the campaign wasn't very long, but the collectibles were awesome to get. And obviously I was able to complete my ship a lot more quicker than, well, not quicker, but I'd say like a lot more. I'll say a lot quicker. I'll say quicker than trying to acquire currency and resources for the Jackdaw. But Rogue had a banking system which I really really liked because of Assassin's Creed 2, and it reminded me of Assassin's Creed 2 at times because of the banking system. Black Flag didn't have that, and that's what was missing from Black Flag, was simply that. And it was almost like Assassin's Creed 2 for Black Flag, but it wasn't. They didn't have the banking system. Actually, no. Assassin's Creed 2 didn't have. Well, I think it kind of started it, but it wasn't. It was kind of more, you get your money from the villa and stuff too. Brotherhood had the banking system, and so did Revelations. But I played those. I mean, I played. Should I put? Okay, so Revelations. Still haven't beat this one yet, but it's not really as good. I really like. Was the fact that you can play as Altair and finish his story. So, yeah, I'll put it in C tier. It's not as great, in my opinion. Brotherhood, I beat it. But I probably would put Brotherhood in B tier as well. Revelations just wasn't my type of Assassin's Creed. Like I said, like, especially when you get to play, like, the Legacy of Ezio, like, the final Ezio game. It's good, but it wasn't my favorite. Brotherhood was in the middle. It was kind of like, Brotherhood was good. I really liked Brotherhood, but it was kind of more of a B for me as well. In particular, there was things that you can do in that game, but the one thing I didn't like, there was just this one thing that I really hated about Brotherhood that just couldn't put on A tier, was the Leonardo DiCaprio, no, not DiCaprio, I'm saying Da Vinci machine quests and stuff. I really hated those. There were so many things there were things I liked. But obviously, all, even I would put Origins in there and Black Flag in my top 3. Rogue would probably go 4 or 5, depending on how I look at it. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. And obviously, before I say goodbye, obviously I did not include the Assassin's Creed Chronicles India and Russia games. Those do not count. I don't like those games at all. They're discluded from this list because they're not really good, and they would probably go automatically in F tier as well if I wanted to put them in here, but I chose not to, so just console games only. So hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys for another videos.